Hey everybody, I'm Tony Zach, National Sales Manager for Speedymason, and today we're going to show you step by step on how to get a beautiful accent wall in your home or your commercial building. So what we have here is we have the Greenwich Thin Brick from McNear Brick. We are going to be using our Speedymason Brick Lath along with the Laticrete Bucket Program. So we're just going to spot bond the brick and put it on the panel. This is going to go super fast. We're really excited about it. And if you haven't yet subscribed to our Speedymason YouTube channel, take that chance now to do it, and we'll see you in just a second. Okay, we're going to start putting the Speedymason on our wall. Again, I'm using the Speedymason Brick Lath. We're going to use our bucket program in this demo that we're doing today. So I'm using my raw brick lath, and what we're going to do is we're going to back butter the brick and stick it onto our panel. So I have my starter panel created, and I've got all of my lines drawn out to where my studs are going to be. Remember, I want to break that first stud here on that, I want to break my first panel on that first stud here. On my next panel, I've got cut to 27 inches. That's where my next stud is. What I want to do is I want to make sure that I stagger my joints up the wall as I go. So I'm going to back this one back up and basically stair step it as I go here. I'm very excited to announce our new bucket program with Laticrete to work with our Speedymason products. You're going to be sent out a bucket just like this right here, and let's get this thing opened up and see what's inside. So inside of this bucket I have two 12.5-pound bags of mortar. Now you can see we have a line that's drawn right here on this bucket, and we're going to fill this bucket up to that line with water. Bag of mortar, I've got my water to my line. Just going to open this thing up. Add a little bit. Get it going. So I've mixed this up for 1 minute, and now I'm going to let it slack for 5 minutes. Then I'm going to re-agitate it, and we'll be ready to go. Spot bonding is just a little bit just like that. That's what we call a spot bond for an interior application. I don't have to cover the entire backside of the brick for a spot bond for an interior application. Today we're using the McNear Greenwich Thin Brick. This stuff is awesome looking. It's from a cut brick, so you can see the textures and the style of this is really, really cool, and this accent wall is really going to pop when we're done. So I always want to make sure that I start on a corner and work my way into an inside corner, or however I want to do that, but I always want to make sure that I'm starting on a corner because I want that full base brick look when we're using the thin brick. So I'm going to do that by simply just putting a little spot bond on the back of this, setting it on the Speedymason leg, move it back and forth a little bit, and away I go. So what I've done is I went around my door, I plumbed everything down for my head joints, and then I transferred all of these brick onto the wall. I've got those all laid out on the wall, and remember, every once in a while I want to make sure that my head joints are going to be nice and plumb. So I'm going to take my level stick here, my plumb stick, and I'm going to go right off of that head joint. I'm about 3 or 4 feet away from the other one that I plumbed up over there. But that's okay, because remember, I can space those brick in, and I'm just going to make sure that I just eyeball those the way I want it. You can get more precise if you want. I'm using this leveling stick here. I really prefer to use a laser level when I can, but I forgot it back at the shop. So I'm using this 6 foot, and I'm just going to mark every other row So I know that those head joints are going to be nice and plumb. Then I'm going to switch over to the next head joint there, do the exact same thing. Now I'm going to transfer those marks down the wall, fill everything in, and we're going to be ready to start grouting. All right, well, we've got our thin brick on the wall. Now it's time to bag and strike it. So we're just going to pipe that mortar around this thin brick, strike it off, and we're going to be next to done. All right, we've got a finished product right here, and we are super excited. What we've done is we put on the panel, we spot bonded our brick, and we stuck it on the panel, and then we grouted and struck, and we're all finished up. So how long did it really take me to do this? Working all by myself, it took me 2 hours to install the panel. Then it took me 5.5 hours to install about the 200 square feet of thin brick, and then it took me 8 hours to do all the bagging and striking. So that's me working all by myself, not having anybody help me out and stuff like that. So what does that really break down to? It breaks down to about 100 square feet an hour for one person to install the panel, 35 to 36 square feet of thin brick using a modular size brick per hour, and then about 25 square feet per hour to bag and strike. So total project for me to do this 200 square feet was about 15.5 hours all in. We believe that you can do it. I believe that you can do it. If you want to learn more about other techniques like how to cut the panel or how to mix up the mortar and how to bag and strike, we have all sorts of videos on our YouTube channel, and you can subscribe to this YouTube channel. Every time that we update something new, it'll come right to you. Thanks again for joining us. Check us out at speedymason.com, and we invite you to experience the thin brick revolution.